Hi guys, it's the Tattoo Business Doc, Dr. Justin Berta. So I was asked about registering a business in this country. It's very simple, guys. Everything is registered either as PTY Limited or a limited company if you register on a stock exchange, or MPC. There's a whole list of them. But let's say 99% of the companies will be a PTY Limited. There is no such thing as closed corporations anymore. The Companies Act of 2008 replaced the Closed Corporations Act, but it was incorporated in each others. You'll find some CCs, but those guys have been in business for the last 100 years. Right. It's very easy. You need normally about 5 names. Make sure the name more or less associates with what you're doing, because these days it's not necessary anymore to tell CIPC what you're doing. You get issued with a non-restrictive trading certificate anyway. With 1,000 shares, you can ask for more shares, less shares, whatever you want to do. And guys, just be careful, because when you register with CIPC, your personal details will be registered, your ID number, your address, your postal address, your email, and your cell number, and all those kind of things. Now, you've got to make sure that don't go and change your email address willy-nilly. Don't go and change your cell phone number willy-nilly, because OTPs get sent to you. So that if there's any changes that needs to be made to the company, you need to send those one-time passwords to us so that we can do the changes or whatever the case might be. All right. After that, guys, when you register a company, you're automatically registered for income tax with SARS. In the old days, we had to do that application separately. Now it's automatic, because SARS is linked with CPIC, is linked with bloody Department of Home Affairs, and eventually when you register a company, the bank will link you up with all of those guys. That part of the figure. Yeah, people are. Right, and then if you've got staff and all those kind of things, obviously pay as you earn, UIF, Quetta. So there's a lot of registrations, guys, and I see a lot of guys advertising, pay me 1,000 you've got a company, and with the VAT number, you have to long, later short. Guys, really, yeah, yeah. Goed koop is, ja, there's penny wise, pound foolish. Right, VAT, you can only register for VAT these days after you started trading, guys. Trust me, we have to go through enormous amounts of shit to get people registered for that. You've got to be trading. You've got to have a bank account. And you're not going to get a VAT number before. You know what? Yes, you might, but then that's a backdoor VAT number. Guys, and I've had enough of backdoor bloody crap. All right? Everybody wants to save money. That's all good and well, guys. But don't go and you know what? Again, I'm probably talking to the walls, really, because people don't listen. People don't listen. They think they're clever, and people will just not listen. They'll go and spend the 1,000 rand, think they're registered for everything. Guys, you know how much energy you have to use just to get all those registered details for SARS, everything else updated. Because if a company is pre-registered to something, it would be registered to someone. So that all needs to change, and that starts at the CPIC, then it goes to the bloody to SARS, and then you've got to update banks, that, the next thing. And trust me, to update all these things is OTPs, this, that. Rather just register from scratch. Speak to an accountant. Speak to a business lawyer. Guys, there's so many people out there. Just do it the proper way. And do your registrations at the proper time. A lot of people don't understand Quetta, the workman's compensation, guys. If your payroll is over 500,000 and you employ more than 5 people, then you have to register for Quetta. But unfortunately, if you're doing business with mines, construction, stuff like that, where it's dangerous work, electricians, plumbers, all those kind of guys, that 500 is out the door and 5 people is out the door. Rather register from scratch, because if someone cuts off their finger, it's on you. We've had so many problems of late with people cutting fingers off, or legs, or they are in car accidents, or it's simply they just don't use the God-given brain. Okay, and it's man. I wish I can explain to you how difficult the claiming process has become. Even with the UIF, when you fire people, people leave them, all those kind of things, for them to go and be able to claim UIF is a living nightmare. I'm not joking, it is a living nightmare. If you think this government is working and it's functioning at 100%, you are more delusional than I can ever express. And you should really consider booking yourself into Denmark. for at least 2 weeks, and just ask them to make sure you have two brain cells going. Because nothing is easy. It's a lot of red tape. But you can do so much once you're registered to CIPC. You can, even when you register, you can pull yourself a CIPC B certificate, which will automatically give you level 4 because you haven't even started trading yet. Okay? If you're black owned, 51 over, then level 2. So there's a lot of things you can get off the CIPC side. But it's now all linked to the information officer, which is now, that is the PI and POPI Acts. You will now be able to, from the BIS portal, be able to pull a report, and every registration number you have with any governmental department should show on that report. And there's sites you can go to, like Information Officer, CIPC, to see even what is your compliance level with the various institutions you need to register with. So registering a company is not as easy as it sounds, but in the same breath it is if you actually do it the correct way from the start. Please, guys, to do it correct from the start, from scratch. Don't go and buy some shelf company, because it's cheap for a reason, because they make a shitload of money out of you later when you've got to go and sort out half the crap. And trust me, there's a lot of crap that comes along with that. So start from scratch. Choose the names that you actually want and add what you're going to do to the name. And from there, it is just registration upon registration. It's expensive. You're looking at about over $3,000 if you do it properly, but that's life. Welcome to being a business person. Guys, I'll see you next session. And as always, I've got your back, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.